And with that, practice is over, warm-ups are over, and we are about ready to get underway for Silver Stick's first game of the weekend. If you can even call it a weekend on Tuesday afternoon. Hope you're playing a little early hooky from work here at 3:51 p.m. Close down the email, close down the teams, watch the boys, come out here and get Silver Sticks underway. The scoreboard is correct. It's not just what we played on Sunday. We are playing the exact same Arapahoe Maize team that we faced off again on Sunday. Score didn't end up going the way we wanted it on Sunday, but the boys played better than the score appeared. So we will see what they're able to do today. Gonna mix things up today and start with the C line. We got Camden, Cameron, Cole out there. Defensive pairing appears to be Tyson and Winston. I believe we are still short one Hunsaker for the weekend, so we will see what the lines end up shaking out to be. Checking the refs, checking the goalies, and we are underway. Cameron on the faceoff comes over to Cole. Cole gets it on his backhand. He's gonna look to carry it into the zone. He dumps it in deep along the boards. Cameron will go over towards that. Puck comes out towards the blue line, and Arapahoe's able to skate away. Arapahoe skates into the zone. Tyson's chasing. Gets that stick out there. Centering pass cut out there by Winston. Winston's got it on his stick now. Winston's going to start skating this up. He's got a full head of speed as Winston goes across center ice. He's going to carry it into the zone. Winston takes a shot, but it hits a stick and goes up high. Arapahoe looks to recollect as they take it along the near side boards. Try to go up the boards, but that's intercepted by Cameron. Bounces across, and Cole's going to chase that down. Now Arapahoe plays along the far side. Centering pass comes back across. Tyson's going to try to skate towards that, but Arapahoe ends up with it. Comes in front, sticked away by Walter, still in front. Backhanded out of there by Tyson, and Cameron's going to clear the zone. Puck comes back out to center ice. As Arvada's going to get a line change there. Puck didn't get very deep, but they were able to make the full exchange. All but Winston there. He'll clap it down there and decide to get a change on his own. We'll see if we can get the line straight here, as it looks like Ollie and Ronan, Graham, Miles, and Patrick out there. We'll get positions cleared out once the face-off's underway and they settle out. Face-off goes down, Patrick on the face. Ronan goes up, tries to get that stick. Now it comes out over towards Ollie. Ollie's playing over there with two Arapahoe players. Tries to backhand it back along, but Arapahoe ends up taking it. They go to take it around the net. Centering pass comes off of Walter. I believe he hit that aside. Now Graham comes over, comes back over to the center. Now Ronan's going to skate. Ronan gets it on his stick. He skates it up. Looks like Miles is going to go up with him. Looks like maybe Miles and Tyson are switching spots as Patrick gets it. Oh, tried to find Miles in front. Miles just about had an opportunity, but was intercepted by Arapahoe, and they're coming the other way. Skating in on Henry A. Nice defense there by Arvada. Denies that puck entry. Arapahoe recollects. Dancing along the red line, blue line. Takes a slapper. Ends up hitting Ollie. He's hurt a little bit. He's going to skate off under a considerable bit of pain as that puck got him. Miles skates it up. Tries to take a deep dump in, but ends up hitting an Arapahoe helmet. Dangerous line change there as a bunch of players are skating off, but Issa's able to intercept that. Makes a few dangles at center ice. He carries it in. Issa carries it along the near side boards. He's got Aiden all alone on the far side. Gets Aiden. Aiden shoots it. And nice save by the goalie. Nice feed from Issa. Found Aiden out front. Aiden had a chance to find a shot. A dangerous scoring opportunity there for Arvada as Issa found Aiden. Couldn't quite find the back of the net there. Looks like Henry A. and Tyson on defense. The Issa line is out there. Riker joining Aiden and Issa. Puck comes out towards the blue line. Tyson's going to race and try to hold that in. He fires it in deep towards Riker. Riker gets it on his stick. He stick handles in the corner. Still stick handling a couple of Arapahoe players. Now Issa's going to come over there and help. Arapahoe ends up with it. They're coming along the near side boards. They clear the zone, come in towards Tyson. That Arapahoe player's carrying it with speed, but Henry A. gets the stick on that and knocks it away. Puck comes in around the back of the net. Tyson's going to skate onto that. He tries to pass up for Riker, but Arapahoe intercepts. Riker's able to dig that one out. Ends up getting picked up by Issa here at center ice. Issa skates up, tries to go across to Aiden, but it hits a skate in front, and Arapahoe clears his zone. Aiden had it there, tried to stick it up to himself, but ended up kicking it. He ends up with it here, comes across to Riker, a little bit too much sauce on that pass as that shot over the stick. And Arvada's going to watch them skate it out of the zone. Camden on a back check here, tries to get his stick on that. Shot wide by Arapahoe, and Walter makes a save, no rebound. We'll look at the rest of the C line out there as Cole and Cameron come out to join Camden. Graham and Winston on defense. Camden on the faceoff wins it over to Graham. Graham started taking it behind the net, then he spun around. He's got two Arapahoe players on him. He's still got the puck as he somehow spins around, gets it on his stick, passes it up to Camden. Camden kicked it back to Graham, and Graham tried to clear the zone but didn't quite get through. Ends up coming back to Winston, who gets it on his stick. Winston comes all the way along the near side, finds Cameron on his stick. Now Cameron's going to skate it up. Ends up getting sticked back. Camden on the back check here. Carried in by Arapahoe. Centering pass intercepted there by Graham. Graham tries to get up towards Cameron. Cameron bashes that along the boards, but not out. Puck comes back over towards Winston. Winston collects it behind the net. Tries to make a move, but hits a skate behind the net. Now he's going to battle with Arapahoe back behind. He looks and waits for somebody else to come in and help him as he's just laying his body into the Arapahoe player. Puck's pretty well frozen there, but we don't get a whistle as it comes out to Arapahoe. Centering pass, only Graham is there, so Graham collects. Passes up towards Cameron, and they clear the zone. Cameron swoops around, plays it on the backhand over to Camden. Camden skating in with a bunch of Arapahoe players conversion on him. As he makes a move, tries to make a pass, ends up with it off his stick as Arapahoe was able to play that. Arapahoe collects the center ice. Camden tries to get it now. Oh! Cole and Tyson combined to hold that in. Oh, Camden! Oh! Cole found Camden in front. Camden tried to go upper shelf, but ended up putting it just over the net. Nice opportunity there for Camden as Cameron found him there. Or excuse me, that was Cole on the pass. Cole almost had a nice assist as Arapahoe tries to carry it in. Centering pass goes squeaking through. Cole goes up, challenged it at the point, ends up going back into the corner. Ollie's going to skate hard back into the corner. He's fighting with an Arapahoe player there, ends up pinching them off. Puck comes all the way around. Cameron's going to pick that up right outside the blue line, tries to send it up towards Cole, but intercepted there by Arapahoe. Arapahoe goes across the D. Start getting some new skaters out there for Arvada as Arapahoe carries it in. Nice stick away there by Ollie comes over. Now Ronan comes over, passes that off. Centering pass comes in front. Stick down there by Ollie. Fortunately, he was able to get a foot on that as it came down. Arvada plays it all the way down. Looks like it will be icing. So we'll get the rest of that line change out there as Winston and Henry A on defense. Patrick, Miles, and Ronan on offense. Heard from our locker room reporter earlier this week that Miles and Tyson requested to give it a little shakeup and move one to defense, one to wing. So we'll see how Miles does in his new wing position today. He's been playing defense every game so far this year. As that shot trickles wide, dangerous shot from the point, went just wide of Walter's stick side. Comes back behind the net. Winston tries to lift the stick, comes in front. Arapahoe backhands it in on Walter, but Walter's able to get the chest in front and make the save. Nice save by Walter on that shot. Short side shot. We're equal strength out here as Ollie and Graham skate out on defense. Face off one there by Arapahoe, goes back to the point. Shot goes wide yet again. My goodness, that's two shots Arapahoe's taken from the point that have both missed the net by about 12 inches combined. Ronan makes a nice play. He's skating up with it. Ronan keeps it on his skate as he goes all the way up across. Looked up to make a pass and lost the handle, and now Patrick's going to come over there and help him in the corner. Played back behind the net to the Arapahoe player with no stick. He takes a Pele kick at that up along the boards, and Arapahoe's actually going to be able to get it up, but not out, as Ronan with a nice back check held that in. Puck comes all the way out now, back to Graham. Graham collects it, looks to make a pass, gets it up towards Miles, just out of Miles' reach, and into the Arapahoe zone as they get it, spin around the other way. They play it back behind their own net, and Aiden's going to skate over onto that. He gets the shin pad on it, keeps it in, and now Issa's out there to join him. Aiden and Issa up there all by themselves. They're waiting for Riker to come out. Riker is making his way out there as Issa collects behind the net. Pass comes all the way out to Tyson on the point. Tyson collects it, skates it up, takes a clapper, hits a shin guard in front. Now Aiden's trying to control it. Now Riker and Aiden fighting for it along the near side boards. Taken there by Arapahoe, and they just do get it out of the zone where Tyson collects it. He skates around, plays it up towards Issa. Issa's going to carry this in 3-on-1 as Issa has it. Oh, he played it back to Riker. Oh man, Issa with an unselfish play. Unfortunately, played it unselfishly the wrong direction on that one as Aiden was wide open on the other side, and we dump that in offsides. Easy for me to say up here 40 feet above, seeing everything. That line passes so well together. Issa saw a pass, left it off for Riker. Wasn't quite able to connect. So we will get a line change. The C line will come back out there. Henry, A, and Ollie on defense. 4:32 left to go in this one. As Cole's carrying this in, he gets it on his stick, looks to play it along the boards to himself. He blows a tire though. Now Camden collects it. Camden plays it up towards Cameron. Cameron gets the stick lifted there. Arapahoe tries it for his own, but Ollie's able to hold it in. Can't quite get it deep. And nice job by Cameron to hold that in. He's battling for it, trying to get that backhand on it, but Arapahoe ends up collecting it and skate around the back of the net. Arapahoe makes a move behind the net. This kid's coming with a full head of speed. He tries to make a stretch pass. That's going to end up being on net as Wally has to play that wide. He waited the last second to play that, hoping it might have been icing, but it looks like that might have been on the net. So he had to end up playing it. Puck comes in front. I think Wally's trying to cover it, and it did end up bouncing in front, and Wally just belly flops down on that and gets it covered. No counts on the shot counter on the scoreboard, but it seems pretty even thus far. A couple opportunities each direction as Patrick's line skates out there. Miles and Ronan with him. Patrick on the face. Came over towards Winston. Arapahoe played it from their knees over to the far side boards. Patrick's going to skate over there. Centering pass. Fortunate they couldn't collect on that, but they did end up getting it through and went upstairs on the upper high side, just past Walter's stick. Not a lot he could do on that one. That one was awful dang close in. And it is 1-0 Arapahoe. Patrick on the face, ends up with a stick between the referee, and now Arapahoe's trying to skate in. Tyson skates up to that one. Shot goes wide of the net, comes into the far side corner. Ronan's going to skate over to that. He tries to go up the boards to himself, ends up with it on his stick. He's skating out. We're going 3-on-2 as he passes up to Patrick. Patrick couldn't quite handle that cleanly. It bounced off his stick and up a little bit. Nice play by Ronan to hold that in. Now Miles is going to get that on his stick. Miles takes a shot, but it hits on a Arapahoe player. Backhanded down by Ronan, but not able to connect. Now Arapahoe's skating with speed the other way. Skating in on Ollie this time. Ollie makes a nice play to turn the skate perpendicular and hold that one out. And Arapahoe dumps that in offsides. Nice defensive play by Ollie there. Was able to turn the skate, kick that one up, knock it out of the zone, and we will get offsides here as Issa's line comes out there. Issa on the face, plays it up off the boards towards Arapahoe. He then hustles up there, gets his stick on it. And Arapahoe collects the center ice. They're going to carry it in. Stick check by Aiden, puts it up against the boards. Issa steals that, goes off the side of the net. Now he tries to pass it up to Riker, couldn't quite collect. Comes bouncing out to center ice where Aiden tried to get his stick on that. Arapahoe collects, trying to take it along the far side boards. Aiden powers that one out. Has the puck come up and hit him in the shin guard. Puck comes back to Ollie. Ollie passes up to Riker, who collects it. Riker's trying to get on his stick. He dumps it in deep and lets Issa go on the forecheck here as the puck goes into the near side corner. Puck comes back towards Riker, who collects it. He plays it in towards the corner, tries to get it back out to Issa, but was behind him. Now it comes out to Graham. Graham loads up a shot, hit a shin guard. Nice kick save by the Arapahoe defender there, as that didn't so much hit the shin guard as he threw it out there in front. Pass comes all the way out, all the way through. Not sure if they're going to call icing or not on that. Looks like they will. I didn't know if that hit or... We got mom saying hi. We got granddaughter saying hi. We're having fun out here in Arvada. Hopefully the score continues to make it fun as we are down 1-0. Love to see it the other way as Arvada tries to get something moving here. The C line is out there. Camden, Cole. Puck is one over towards the boards. Arapahoe collects that. They take it back behind the net where Cole skates up to it. Puck goes back up towards the point. Henry A's gets his skate on it and holds that in temporarily, but Arapahoe's able to clear the zone. Nice back check by Cameron. Gets that to bounce all the way back into the Arvada zone. Tyson collects, throws on the brakes. Tries to switch directions the other way. Arapahoe ends up with it. Now he's fighting Tyson for it. Tyson ends up overpowering that and gets it up along the boards towards Cameron. Cameron sweeps that out of the zone. Going on the forecheck here. But there's too much juice on that one. Hard to see that puck all the way along the boards. That will be icing. So we'll come all the way back down the other way as Graham and Winston skate out on defense. C-line stays out as forward. Camden on the face here, wins it over towards Graham. Graham collects, throws on the brakes before he going behind the net. Tries to play it to Cameron, but ends up behind him. Cameron plays it up towards Camden, who's going to go up and chase this into the zone. Arapahoe's there first. They collect it. Play it along the far side boards. Cole's going to try to hold this one in, but Arapahoe's able to play it up through center ice. Winston collects. He goes all the way across ice to Cameron. Nice stretch pass there to Cameron. Ends up hitting a skate. Comes to Camden, who shoots it from outside, and the goalie's able to make the save. Nice opportunity there for, I think Cameron took the shot. I don't remember if Cameron or Cole took that shot, or Camden for that matter. A nice opportunity there for Arvada. As Miles is going to play a little bit of center between Ronan and Patrick. Winston and Graham staying on D. Puck is dropped. Patrick's fighting for it along the near side boards, goes into the corner. A couple Arvada players go down as that comes out towards Winston. Arapahoe's able to clear the zone. Nice back check here by Ronan is able to hold him up. Ronan peels off of that though to try to go back to his breaking position. Puck is in front. Oh, nice job by Arvada clearing that. That was dangerous as that puck was right in front of the crease. Miles carries that across center ice, dumps that in, and he'll go for a change. Graham on the forecheck here as we got lines all over the place. Patrick collects this, tries to play it out to Ronan. Didn't get all of that one, but did get a shot just wide of the net, did Ronan. And Arapahoe collects. They play it all the way across. This is going to go all the way down. Should be icing. 16 seconds left to go, so we will get an offensive zone face-off and maybe a chance for one more opportunity here in the first period. Looks like the ESA line will come out there, joined by Riker and Aiden. The defensive line is Ollie and Henry. Comes back to Riker. Riker tries to take a shot. That hit something, didn't get on goal. Arapahoe collects behind the net. Ends up coming over to Aiden. Now Issa's got it. Issa tries to backhand it on net. 4 seconds left to go in this one. As Arapahoe comes up, you can maybe get a chance for one more shot as Riker collects it. Goes back to Ollie, but no time to get that shot off. And we will go to the first intermission in an early hole, 1-0. We'll see what we can do in the second period. All right, we will break with first intermission here in Arvada in the first game of the 2002-03 Silver Sticks. I wonder if it's the 2002-03, 2002-04 Silver Sticks, as the finals will be after the new year. I don't know. I don't read things. Reading is too hard for me. As we got the Issa line out there. Issa, Aiden, Riker, Ollie, and Henry A on defense. Riker tries to play it on the backhand. Didn't get all of that. Ends up coming to Aiden, who plays it up to Issa. Issa will have plenty of time to skate this up. He tries to make a move at the blue line. Nice stick by Arapahoe. Plays it over towards Aiden. Oh, just out of reach of Aiden's backhand. As Arapahoe tries to play this up, Henry A is going to pinch in, try to play it up towards Aiden. Aiden ends up with it. Aiden skates around, goes behind the net to Riker. Riker collects it, tries to go back around to Aiden, but it's intercepted by a good Arapahoe stick there. Comes out towards the point. Henry A plays it up to Aiden. Aiden plays it on net, but fluttering puck floated up there, and the goalie was able to grab that one out of the air. We'll get 5 fresh skaters out there for Arvada as the C line skates out there. Tyson and Winston on the blue. Camden on the face-off here. Cole to his left, Cameron to his right. Camden wins it over towards Cameron, but it squeaks all the way through. Arapahoe skates onto that one. Nice move by Arapahoe, ends up carrying that out with some speed. They do lose the handle, but it ends up just shifting through to the Arapahoe player. They got 2 Arapahoe players in front as Arvada's got a couple players in the corner. Now Tyson peels off. Arapahoe collects it. Centering pass goes all the way up to the point where Cole has his stick on it. Wasn't able to clear the zone though, and they dump it back in. Tyson skates over to that one. Peter Arapahoe fighting for it in the near side corner. Arapahoe ends up with a centering pass. Sticked away by Camden. Nice play by Camden to break that one up. And Cole collects it. Cole skating this through center ice. Takes it into the zone. Drops it back for Cameron, excuse me. Cameron hits the post, and it bounces up on top of the net. Oh my goodness, what a nice shot by Cameron from outside. Hit the post, bounced straight up, and landed on top of the net. Looks like we're getting a little bit of Sunday's puck luck today. Hopefully that breaks quickly here, and Arvada's able to get something moving. As Ronan's out there with Patrick, Miles at center, Ollie and Graham and D. Puck comes up, played behind the net by Arapahoe. Ronan skates up towards that one, comes out towards the point towards Ollie, who was able to hold it in for a second, but Arapahoe does end up getting it out of the zone. Puck comes all the way through. Graham skates onto that. Graham chips up along the boards to Patrick. Patrick plays it up towards Ronan, but Arapahoe intercepts. They're not able to clear the zone. Ronan gets it. He tries to stick handle up. Now he tries to get it to Patrick in front, and it trickles all the way through. Not sure if that was a shot or a pass by Ronan, but he tried to get that in front of the net anyway. Graham does a nice job to hold it in on the blue line. Dances it over towards Miles. Miles skates it in. He tries to take a shot, but got his stick hit as the shot was coming off. Now comes back behind, played in front. Nobody's home for Arvada. As Henry skates onto the ice, is able to hold that in, but not able to do much with it as Arapahoe clears the zone. Now Arapahoe collects. They try to take it across. Patrick intercepts that. He's going to skate up with Ronan. Patrick takes it in, makes a move, dumps it into the far corner. He peels off to get a change here as all 3 forwards skate off. Issa's first out there, or Aiden's first out there. Now Issa, now Riker. Arapahoe blows a tire. Aiden collects it. He was waiting for Riker and Issa to open up on the far side, and wasn't quite able to hold that puck long enough for it to happen. Now Arapahoe's going to dump that down for an icing. Man, the thought was sure there as his 2 players were moving up on the far side. Wanted to make that cross ice pass and was waiting for it to open up. Wasn't quite able to make it happen. They do have the shots up there, and it is 7-3 in favor of Arapahoe. Feels like a little more even ice time to me. So let's see if we can get some shots on goals, get some things happening as that puck comes back to Winston. Winston dumps it in deep to the corner just past Riker. It's going to come all the way through to Aiden. Aiden collects it in front of the Zamboni doors. He goes back over to Riker. Riker plays it on the backhand all the way up to Winston. Winston has to skate over to try to hold that in. Dumps it back into Riker, who kicks that one down. It's between his sticks between his skates as he tries to get it back in front to Issa. Issa collects behind the net. Now Riker's going to skate it over to the corner. Puck comes all the way back around to Aiden. Aiden looks to skate it up front. Puck comes all the way out to the point to Winston, who collects that down. Fires up a big slap shot, hits a Arapahoe skate in front. Now Issa comes back to Graham. A lot of mustard on that as Graham wasn't able to quite collect it. Now Arapahoe's coming the other way, 2-on-1. Winston skates over, got a stick on it at first, then sticks the, oh goodness. Oh my, that was dangerous as Issa tried to play it to Walter, but ended up with a shot on net there. Riker plays up to Aiden. Aiden throws on the brakes at the blue line. Now he skates in, Tries to take a shot, but it hits a stick. Dangerous bouncing puck, ends up in on net. Just about got one of those deflections that makes it harder for the goalie, as that was flipping end over end towards the net. But the goalie was able to close down and close that one off. Look at the C line out there. Ollie and Tyson on the blue. Puck comes in front of the Arapahoe net. Played up along the boards up towards Ollie. Ollie holds it in, tries to fire it up towards Cole. I think Cole's got it on his stick as it's along the near side boards. He skates it into the corner. Plays it back to Camden. Camden goes back to the point to Ollie. Ollie takes a shot from outside. Camden tried to deflect that. Now Camden's reaching for it on the backhand. Tried to get on his forehand, and Arapahoe clears the zone. Should be icing as that goes all the way down. And it is. A couple opportunities there for Arvada, and we will come down and see if we can get something going on this next offensive zone faceoff. Same line, stay out there as Camden will take this faceoff. Henry to his left, back behind it, comes back towards Henry. Henry plays it across to Tyson. Tyson fires up a shot, hits Cameron's stick, and bounces wide of the net. Arapahoe collects on the far side, plays it up to center ice, and they're coming the other way 2-on-2. Camden's hustling back on a back check. Gets his stick on that. Nice play by Camden. Nice hustle and back check by number 25 there as Camden denies that player of a breakaway. Well, not a breakaway, he's skating on the two players, for goodness sakes. Now Cameron's got it. And Arapahoe says two can play at this back check game as they came back and took the puck off Camden's stick. Now Arapahoe tries to play it in, knocked down with a high stick. And they're going to go ahead and wave that off for some reason, not sure why. And Arapahoe carries that in, takes a shot from near, covered up by Walter. Nice job, Walter. Not sure why they waved off that high stick. It was pretty obvious. Ended up coming down to Arapahoe. Unfortunately, it didn't end up costing Arvada. As Miles skates out there with Patrick and Ronan. Winston and Graham on defense. Miles on the face here. Comes over to the near far side boards, played back by Arapahoe to the point. Shot from outside the point goes trickling wide of the net. Comes wide. Taken there by Arapahoe. Miles skates over to that. Tries to get his stick on it, comes back behind the net. Winston chops at it too. Winston's going to follow that player as he throws on the brakes, looking to make a centering pass. Coming around again. Still trying to make a centering pass, comes in front. And Wally's going to try to cover that, and he will. Wally's all splayed out on the ice, reaching as far as his frame will take him. And is able to get the blocker on the mitt on that, and we'll get another face-off here. Miles on the face, comes back towards Arapahoe. They play it back to the point. They come across. Patrick got his stick on that, man. If he could have controlled that cleanly, he'd be skating the other way. Puck's right here in front of us, right down in front of the benches as Arapahoe plays it back in. Lost the handle right as they crossed the blue line, and Ronan skated it out of the zone. Now it comes back in. They're going to say that's offsides. Isa's line's going to skate out there. Defensive line looks like it will remain Winston and Graham. 6:27 left to go in this second period. See if Arvada can get something put in the net here as Isa wins that back to Graham. Graham's going to skate this one up. He gets a full head of speed across center ice. Carries it in, gets tripped. We'll go ahead and keep our hands down as Graham got tripped on the far side, and Arapahoe collection comes the other way. Skating in on Winston, who swings that stick at it. Ends up knocking it away. Now Aiden's going to skate up. He's looking to make a cross ice pass to Riker, but isn't able to connect. Now he goes all the way in front. Stick to side by Arapahoe. Isa tries to skate up there and get it. Now comes up to the point where Ole was able to hold it in for a second, but ends up clearing. Now Henry A is going to have to get on his horse to try to slow Arapahoe down. Isa comes back, slaps that out of the way. Riker on the forecheck here. Played a crossover towards Aiden. Aiden's going to skate up towards the near side boards. They try to clear the zone, but Isa's able to get his stick on it. Isa backhands it over to Riker, didn't quite get through. Now Arapahoe plays it back up towards the point. Ollie's got a standing up puck, so he just dumps that back in towards Aiden, who lets that go around to Riker. Riker plays it back to Aiden. Aiden tries to wrap around, tried to play that in front, but couldn't get much on that backhand. And Arapahoe's going to clear the zone. They come out to center ice, nice stick-to-stick pass. Skating in on Henry A. They try to go between Henry A's legs, but gets too much butter on that as it goes all the way into Walter. He covers that up. Player was looking for some glory there as he went 5-hole on the defender, but with a little bit too much. Came all the way in on goal. Gives Walter the easiest save he'll have all day. C-line out there with Tyson and Winston. Camden on the faceoff here, comes over towards Tyson, who had a stick on it for a second there. Now he's going to fight with Arapahoe along the boards. Arapahoe ends up with it. They go down. Tyson ends up with the puck. Comes around, passes it up towards Cole. Now Cole's got it. He's going to skate it up towards the blue line. He will escort it to the blue line, but not out. I thought for sure that was leaving. As that puck gets played on net, Winston gets his skates on that. Takes it around the back of the net, tries to skate it up. Arapahoe was able to get a stick on that. Now it's underneath Tyson's feet. Played in front by Arapahoe. In towards Walter. Now it comes in front. Can Walter get across? Oh my goodness. I don't know how that stayed out of the net, as that was in behind Walter, laying in the crease with two Arapahoe players looking at it. Neither one was able to get it. Now a nice stretch pass comes over to Cameron. Cameron spins around, makes a nice move. He's got Camden in front, but he plays it into the side of the net. Now Arapahoe's coming the other way, 4-on-2. Cameron's going to get on his horse and try to skate him down. Skates in on Graham. Trying to make a move. Camden on a back check. Delivers a heck of a hit there. Now Ollie decides to see if he can do the same. And we're fighting for it along the boards. They're letting a lot of things play on today as this puck comes all the way up to Cameron. Cameron plays it off to Graham. Graham's going to try to skate this up himself. Went to play it along the boards, but didn't play it hard enough. And that goes in back behind the net. Now Cole comes up on the forecheck. They try to clear the zone, which they will. Comes all the way to Henry. He overskates it a little bit. Now Arapahoe's going to skate in on it. Graham's coming across, but that player does a good job to switch direction in front of Graham. Shot came in on Walter. He made the save. Shot from outside. Sticked in and deflected into the net. Walter made the first save. That shot was going far bar. Deflected in front by the Arapahoe player towards the near bar. Not a lot you're going to do on that one if you're Walter Otten. And it's 2-0 Arapahoe. We'll see if Dropkick Murphys can get a fire lit underneath Miles, Patrick, and Ronan. As Ronan ends up with that, he skates it up. He takes a shot from outside, glove down by the goalie. I can't believe it. That's only our second shot of the second period, as it was 7-5 or 7, maybe it was 7-3. But we have been outshot pretty severely here in the second period. Hopefully we can get something going here before this one gets too far away. Miles on the face here. Henry A. and Tyson behind him. Ronan and Patrick up with him. Puck comes in front. Ronan's going to skate onto that one in the near side corner. Comes back out towards Henry. Henry gets a skate on that and hits it back up towards Ronan. Tries to make a move. Tries to get it to Patrick out front. Now he's fighting for it on his backhand. Still fighting for it. Kicks it in front of the net. Comes in front. Oh, Miles had a great opportunity there as that trickled in right to the near side post. He tried to elevate that but couldn't get it in. Now that puck comes all the way into the Arvada zone. Henry's going to skate back to that. He sticks up towards Miles. Miles makes a move at his blue line. Miles is going to skate this one up. He carries it into the zone, makes a move, spins around, tries to pass it all the way across. Tyson's going to skate onto this one. Tyson takes a shot, and it's gloved down by the goalie. Nice opportunity there as that puck came all the way across, collected and shot on net. Isa's going to skate out there with Aiden and Riker as normal. Winston and Graham and Presidents of the United States of America pumping the kids up. I bet they don't even know what this song is as Isa's on the face-off. Comes back up towards the point. Winston's going to slap that around the board. He's going to have probably a little bit too much to get for Aiden to get there, but it does hit the Zamboni door and slows down. Now Aiden's going to chase this into the near side corner. They get it past him, past Isa, but not past Graham. Now Graham's going to skate in. We got three Arvada players all hanging out there. Isa ends up with it. Tried to get a shot off, but there were a lot of sticks in the way. He wasn't able to get a clean one. Comes back to Aiden in front. Bouncing puck comes to Isa. Isa shoots that just wide of the net. Aiden's going to skate back and try again as he gets wiped out. Isa's going to skate up behind Aiden there. Chips it up along the far side corner, near side corner. Now Graham's got it. It chipped up off his stick though, and Arapahoe's able to collect it and skate the other way. Graham's going to do his best to hustle back as Winston swings that stick out there. Nice stick check by him. Gets the puck onto his stick. He goes all the way across to Riker, who chips it up to himself. Riker comes across to Isa. Issa stick handles along the blue line. Nice back check by Arapahoe. Got it off his stick for a second. But Issa's able to manhandle that one back to him. Now the puck's going to come up to Winston. Winston couldn't quite collect that. And we're going to try to get out of the zone in time. Looks like we will, as Graham didn't play that in. I think it might have bounced up into the bench as the play is blown dead right down below us. C-line skates out there with Ollie and Henry. 93 seconds left in this second period. As Camden takes the face-off, comes back into the Arapahoe zone. Cole tries to rush up there, but Arapahoe's able to clear the zone. Comes back up to Ollie, who plays it up along the boards. Back to Ollie, he backhands it in towards Camden. Camden chips that one in deep. Cole's going to peel off and go towards the corner. Arapahoe takes it behind the net, throws on the brakes, comes around the other way. Arapahoe collects it along the near side boards. They play it out of the zone all the way down. They're going to have the arms up, and it is icing. 1:08 left in the second period as Arapahoe ices that puck. The Moms are feeling it in the penalty box, playing the Spice Girls, enjoying themselves. Like to see the boys in black out there start enjoying themselves, start pumping the puck in the net as Camden's playing like a man on a mission on that one. Goes down, it's right behind him. Ends up coming around far side boards. Cameron forces him to pass it up. Henry A holds that in, tries to backhand it up, and Arapahoe makes a nice sprawled out play to clear the zone. Ollie makes a pass up towards Camden. Camden collects it at the blue line, plays it in towards the middle, tries to stick handle in, and Arapahoe kicks that up. Henry has to put a couple skate steps in the ground to come back and stop that one. Now Arapahoe collects, makes a couple moves, shoots high up on Walter. And that player had Arvada chasing him, and he was able to switch directions a couple of times. Got Arvada over committing in a couple ways, and then fired a nice high shot right up under the crossbar. Walter jumped up, tried to get those shoulders up, but got up over and in. 3-1 Arvada. Goodness gracious, I wish it was 3-1 Arvada. 3-1 Arapahoe. Puck drops right down there in front of Miles. Now Ronan's going to fight for it. Comes in front of us here, right in front of the benches. Now Ronan's going to fight for it. Comes back up towards Miles. Now Arapahoe collects it. They're carried in. Comes in front. Tyson sweeps that one aside as that was dangerous right in front. Winston's got this on his stick. He's going to skate up. Still skating along the boards, but ends up off his stick. Came to Arapahoe. Nice little check by Arapahoe. They are letting a lot of things play on here, as that will do it for the second period. We will go to second intermission. 3-0 Arapahoe. All right, we will break with second intermission. 12 short minutes left to go to try to put 3 pucks in the net. Try to get this one back within reach. When a problem comes along, you must score 3 goals in the third period to get out with a point. Issa, Aiden, Riker will see if they can get it started. Tyson and Winston on defense. Arapahoe ends up with that. They're going to try to carry it in. Stick handled up, and the shot was deflected by Tyson. Now Winston's going to be able to skate onto this. Winston's getting a full head of steam as he skates around Aiden. He makes a move across center ice, kicks it up to himself, but can't quite get that. A little bit of interference there. My goodness. And we're coming the other way with Arapahoe. Arapahoe plays it up. Tyson sticks that aside temporarily, but back to the player. Shot goes wide of the net. Wraparound attempts turned aside wide by Issa. Now Riker's going to try to play it along the near side board. He chips it up towards the back at Issa. Issa kicks it up to himself. Rolling puck. Issa lifts that stick, just about decapitates the player with his own stick. As Issa whipped that stick way up over his head. Arapahoe collects back behind the net. They're going to come up with a full head of steam. All three Arapahoe forward, or Arvada forwards, got their stick on that and slowed it down, and Arapahoe dumps that in deep to Graham. Graham tries to play it to Aiden. Aiden is able to knock that down. Aiden's going to skate in. He's got a player off the Arapahoe bench coming on, and they're able to make the save, cover the rebound. Riker gets a shove in the back for chipping away at the goalie. I know you're not supposed to do that as Pee-wees, but you know what? That wasn't that hard of a shove. It wasn't that hard of a chip into the mitt, so we'll call even on that one as the C line comes out. Ollie Graham on defense. Camden on the face-off here. That's Cameron closest to us. Cole furthest. Camden tries to skate that right up. Cameron shoots a shot just wide, comes wide of the net. Oh, thought that might have bounced out in front for Cameron, or Camden, excuse me, but didn't quite have enough guts to get in front where Camden could have put that in the net. Puck comes up towards the point, held in there by Ollie. Ollie plays it up along the boards. He's still got it on his stick. He's going to skate this in from a tough angle. Tried to play it in front to Camden. Now it's played back to the point to Cameron, who takes a slapper from upside, but that's stick aside by our Arapahoe. I don't know how they're missing some of these calls. Sorry, I was silent as I wanted to scream in your ear tripping, but I didn't. I kept my mouth shut. So score one for not screaming as that puck almost gets played on net. Out to Cameron, who's going to play that out. And that's going to go all the way down, and we'll be icing. I don't know if maybe these referees don't trust the people to open the penalty box, but my goodness, they're letting a lot of things play on. Maybe they just came out here to call offsides and icing and just figured they'd let the rest of everything see where it went. Face off there by Miles, comes out to the point. Arapahoe takes a shot from well outside. Oh, came in front to Walter. Walter had it covered. Oh my goodness, Walter had that covered, then it came down. Henry A started skating away with it, and Arapahoe took it off Henry's stick, and they put it in the net. And Henry was in the right place, got it on his stick, and then tried to skate it out instead of sweeping it out. Not putting that on Henry by any means. You know better than that. Love the kids, love every one of them. I was just kicking Tia in the middle of intermission as she was saying Henry wasn't playing well, and I said, you better shush. As Arapahoe collects it, takes it back behind the net. Centering pass goes all the way through. Ronan's going to skate onto this one. Ronan's going to try to outskate one of the players, but hits his skate. Now Ronan gets it back onto his backhand. Tries to pass it in front. Tried 3 times to get that onto his forehand. Couldn't quite collect it. And then Arapahoe clears the zone. Tyson plays out towards Miles. Miles holds it for Ronan to clear. Tries to play it up. Goes into the center of the ice. Ronan skates onto that one. Ends up with it on his stick. Tries to stick handle. Comes back to Patrick. Patrick couldn't fire a shot through. Now it comes back to Miles. Miles tries to get a shot. This line's really working, really trying hard to get something going here. But Arapahoe clears the zone. Patrick holds that, backhands it up towards Ronan. Ronan gets it on his forehand, but gets it slapped away before he can get him into the zone. Now Graham's going to skate up from defense. He spins around. 2 Arapahoe players over there. 3 Arapahoe players over there. Now Miles is finally going to come over and see if he can help out as Arapahoe clears the zone all the way back towards Winston. Winston collects, comes over towards Riker, who sticks that one down. Riker plays it all the way up, but not deep enough. Now he's got to hold it on the blue line for Issa to clear, which he will. Now Riker walks the blue line, passes it up towards Issa. Issa can't quite collect that one, it goes all the way into the corner. Arapahoe tries to bash that up along the boards. Riker comes over, cuts it off. Tries to get back up towards Issa. Issa's trying to power that one through, but Arapahoe ends up coming away with it. Puck came in front, but Aiden wasn't able to get the stick on it. And Arapahoe's going to skate the other way. Skating in on Winston. Makes a nice move. Somehow, that stayed on Arapahoe's stick. They fired a shot. Was fortunate to go wide. Riker collects. He's trying to find a stretch pass to Aiden, but couldn't find the C's part and wide enough to get it all the way through. He plays it up towards Graham, who tries to clear the zone. Can't quite get it out. Graham is finally able to get a stick on it. Passes it all the way up. Now Aiden's going to chase that one. He's a little faster than that player, but that player had a step on him and was able to hit the stick and interfere. Now Arapahoe's coming the other way. Aiden went hard down behind the net. I didn't see what happened. There's a lot of parents complaining. Now one of the Arapahoe players is going to join him down on the ice, and we'll get a whistle for an injured player. The player's rubbing the back of his head, or her head, I'm not sure. And we will get a neutral zone face-off. This must be the cleanest game in all of PeeWee history, as we have yet to see a penalty, yet to see a hand go up for anything that wasn't offsides or icing. C-line is out there. Camden, Cameron Cole, Ollie, and Henry A on defense. Played up by Arvada, comes back into the Arvada zone. Played through there. Arapahoe makes a nice centering pass. Nice back check by Cameron. Interferes with that one so they can't get a shot on. Another centering pass comes in front. Camden's going to skate onto that one behind the net. Ends up going back towards Arapahoe. They play it in front. 3 players there. A lot of gray in front of Walter, not a lot of black. And this one's starting to get away from us. I'm always a homer for the goalies, but I'm not sure what Walter was supposed to do on any of these 5 goals so far. He looked up and saw a sea of green on him on that one. As Camden, Cameron, and Cole keep fighting out there. Cameron fires that one in. Cole's going to go on the forecheck. Cole gets a backhand on that, plays it in deep. Taken there by Arapahoe. They switch direction back behind the net. Fire it up along the far side. Cole skates over to that one, but Arapahoe's able to clear the zone. Cameron backhands that up, but just out of the reach of Camden. And Arapahoe collects it center ice. They play it in. Winston's going to fire that one on a slap shot, but ends up on Arapahoe's stick. Cameron can't control that cleanly, but plays it up towards Camden. Camden skates this one in. Tries to get across to Cole, but that pass doesn't connect. Now Camden's going to fight behind the net. You know, it doesn't look like an effort thing for the boys today. They are fighting hard. They're working hard, just not getting a lot of things to connect. Passes just aren't hitting tape. And Arapahoe seems to be doing the opposite. As Arapahoe collects it. Nice job by Winston, ends up with it. Winston's coming along the near side. He's going to skate this one out by himself. He skates it up across center ice, carries it in, trying to get a shot from a weird angle, blocked to the side by the goalie. Now Arapahoe collects behind the net. Nice little pass by Arapahoe, clears the zone. Winston tries to backhand it. Now he tries to slap shot it up, comes up into Arapahoe's zone, but not deeply. Arapahoe plays it across the ice. Patrick skates onto that one, tries to get a stick on it, but Arapahoe beat him to it. Winston's just going to keep trying that slap shot. That goes all the way to the Arapahoe defender. Chipped up into the boards by young Mr. Ronan, and we will get a stoppage here with 5:34 in the 3rd period. Miles at center. Ronan and Patrick out there with him. Graham and Ollie on the blue. Puck comes back to Graham. He skates across. He's going to look to take it into the zone himself as he skates it in, dumps it in on the backhand, and throws on the brakes. But unfortunately, Ronan was covering back for him. We didn't have much on the forecheck there. Intercepted by Miles. Chipped on and down and not quite in. Oh. I think that bounced in and out. But we're going to go ahead and say no. I don't know what's going on here. These refs are not doing anything that's not absolutely obvious. And they're going to say no. I thought maybe it didn't go in, but everybody else said it went in, so I'm also thusly outraged. Puck comes back behind the net. Issa's going to skate over to that one. Played all the way around the boards. Ollie's going to try to hold this one in. He plays it up towards Riker. Riker tries to play it in towards Issa. And they're able to clear the zone. Ollie's going to try to get his stick on that, but Arapahoe comes away with it. They skate in on Walter and shoot and score. Sorry for the silence, not just a whole lot to say. As Arvada's got to try to get something moving here in the last just under 4 minutes to go. Issa carries it in, gets it to his forehand, plays up to Riker, not quite able to collect. Sorry, I fell behind the play. And Arapahoe collects, they're coming the other way. They carry it across center ice. Good back check by Aiden, turns that player wide. He's still fighting away at it. Like I say, it doesn't seem like it's an effort thing. Everybody's out there trying hard, just not getting the puck to go where we want it today. Aiden collects that one. He's skating it up the near side boards, pays it up towards Riker. Riker's reaching for it on the backhand, dumps it all the way deep. And Arapahoe collects it, throws on the brakes behind the net, skating on towards Aiden. Arapahoe tries to play it up. Shot on net there by Cameron, gets sticked aside by Arapahoe. Cameron's going to chase that one over. He gets the stick on it, looks up for, see if he's getting to get called for tripping, but he should know better by now. There's no tripping in this game. There's no checking in this game. There's nothing, as Camden had it on his stick for a second when spinning around. He gets his backhand, dumps it in deep to himself. 2:50 left in this one as Camden chases it down there. He plays it on the back behind the net. Cole skates up to that. A couple of good moves there by Arapahoe. They're coming the other way. Skating 2-on-2 on Graham and Winston. Graham skates over to that one, turns that player around, stick aside by Cole, and that will clear the zone. Goes to Arapahoe. Nice forecheck there by Cole, turns that player. He plays up along the boards. Arapahoe finally gets a call. They're probably going to end up calling both teams as Arapahoe's down there absolutely swinging fists. That better not be offsetting, as that player was throwing fists down there. We'll see if somebody else goes in there with him, as that should be a 2-10. As that player is down there throwing punches. The ref is skating over to the near side, probably asking for another player, as that should be a 2-10. We'll see what they finally settle out here. If this is just a 2-minute when you're down there throwing punches, that's shameful. Wow. They're going to say 5-on-5, no 2-10, no game misconduct. Wow. I don't understand how you can throw punches and not end up with a 2-10, but apparently these referees do. So 2 minutes left to go in this one. As Arvada tries to get something going here, Graham's going to skate back to that one. Puck comes out towards the point, ends up hitting Camden in front. Now skated up by Arapahoe. Nice block by Winston. Puck comes up towards the point, played there by Arapahoe, comes all the way across. Cameron's going to skate back to this one. The puck ends up clearing the zone, and they're going to say offsides. There's no penalties up on the board, so maybe they called them both with 10 minutes, which is even worse. My goodness. Comes to Riker. Riker takes a shot from outside, sticked aside by the goalie. Rebound comes wide. Arapahoe tries to play that in. And dumped in by Arata. Issa tries to hold that in, wasn't quite able to. Now Aiden's trying to get it. Comes over towards Riker. Riker stick handles it, ends up on Issa's stick. Issa chips it up, but doesn't get all the way in the net. Now it comes in front. Riker and Issa stick at it. 40 seconds left to go in this one. As Arapahoe spins that around, they dump it in deep. Riker's going, takes it out of the corner, chips it back around towards Aiden. Aiden tries to play it somewhere. Down goes Aiden. Now Riker comes over, comes out to Issa. Issa tries to get a shot on it, doesn't get all on that. 15 seconds left to go as Arapahoe's skating out of the zone. Issa with a nice little stick check, takes the puck off that player. Shot on net, Walter's gonna cover that one. And we'll go ahead and run the clock all the way down to the bitter end and call it a game. We'll be back tomorrow and we will see if we can do a little bit better. Have a wonderful rest of your day.